Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Say It Now, Say It Loud, where I give my feedback and commentary to the latest news and entertainment from a positive point of view. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can get those notifications, and let's get it cracking. All right, guys. So today we are talking about Corey from Carmen and Corey. I'm pretty sure everyone knows him, also known as Corey Pritchett. So recently, Corey went live on Instagram and kind of ruffled the feathers of a lot of people. Also, a lot of people were talking about canceling him because of the things that he said. He said it was his opinion of how he felt based on his experience, so I respect that. However, some of the things he was saying, I don't respect because they were degrading not only to black women, but also to just black people in general. So, of course, you know me, I am very fair with my commentary. I will speak from a positive point of view. I do not like to bring people down regardless of what they said, because people have their feelings and opinions because of the things that they've experienced. It's their truth, but it doesn't mean that it's the truth. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys a few clips from the live video, and then we'll get into my commentary.
Not to put down my black queens, you know what I'm saying? I love black people. I'm black. I hate people trying to say I'm racist. Like, what the fuck, bitch? You sound stupid as fuck. Like, they let you know they don't got nothing to say. So I'm like, hey, she Hispanic. She ain't black. You feel me? And what I meant by that is like, she Hispanic. She ain't black. Like, most Hispanic people go out and grind before a black person would. If I go on my DMs right now, it ain't nothing but black people in my DMs begging for money. Black people. No, I don't got not one white person in my DM that's begging for money. It's most black people. Most black people will go out of bed. The day I was taking my car somewhere, well, fuck that shit. Everywhere around here, I see nothing but Hispanic people grinding, getting shit. In the black neighborhood, in the hood, it's Hispanic people grinding. Woman was pregnant, my nigga, out there bitch cutting grass, cuz. Ask a black bitch to go outside and cut some grass. Oh no, it's too stank out there. It's too hot. It's this, it's that. You bitches always got excuses. Only thing y'all like to do is sit on Instagram, act like y'all all that, and talk shit about somebody else. Like, I don't hear that bullshit. You can't get mad at me. That shit the truth. I don't give a fuck. Y'all know Corey don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I ain't seen not one black company that cut grass, that put this shit on these houses that I be seeing, that's out here building houses, that's out here building these goddamn sidewalk, these roads and shit. I ain't seen not one black person. I always see Hispanic. Some of them bitches might be white, I ain't gonna lie. But majority of them be Hispanics. Stop getting mad at me because I'm speaking the real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fire on God. I'm not bull. I swear to God. It probably wouldn't even fire. I'm just being straight honest. I'm not lying to y'all. Cause y'all know me, I go out the way. If it really get real, I swear to God, I will hop in my car right now. On live, my nigga. I will hop in my car right now. While I'm on live, I will drive around down there, the whole Katy area, and I will show y'all, because they always out here working, everything that's getting worked on, all the neighborhoods that getting worked on, and nigga, you gonna see nothing but Hispanics. My nigga, a fucking a Hispanic, I ain't see Asian people always on their shit. Hispanics always on their shit. Mostly white people on their shit. It's a lot of goddamn homeless white people out this bitch too, don't get me wrong, but mostly white people on their shit. You go in these neighborhoods, you see majority of colored, white, Hispanics, or Asian people. You don't come in these neighborhoods with these big ass houses and see a lot of black people. You know why? Because black people always hating on the next person. They just say this neighborhood was filled with black people. You will have other black people coming trying to break into their fucking house. That's facts. I love black people, but don't get me wrong. This is the truth. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, check this out. Asian people always on their shit. Hispanics always on their shit. Mostly white people on their shit. It's a lot of goddamn homeless white people out this bitch too, don't get me wrong. But mostly white people on their shit.
All right, guys, so that was Corey and his opinions on, those different topics about the work ethics and how hard other races and nationalities work versus how hard or how lazy black women in general are. But what's so crazy is, like I said in the beginning, he's basing all of these things on his experience. And when I was younger, I used to do that. Now, now that I'm older, I see, you mature and your mind matures, your point of view, the way that you see things in this world and society just matures altogether. I would never base, in general, black people being lazy based on my own experience. I've come across plenty of black people, of course, who have been, begging for change on the side of the road, panhandling. I've run into all types of nationalities do the same, who do the same thing. And in reality, I've run across more Caucasian people, more white people who have begged for change than I've ever seen black people beg for change. So I wouldn't just generalize my experience altogether and say, you know what, white people are the laziest people on the planet. They don't like to do anything. They're always begging for change. And he even went to, people hopping in his DMs. Oh, it's only black people in my DMs begging for money. They're lazy. They just sit on Instagram and talk about each other all day. Everybody does that. Everybody does that. You find me one person who doesn't do it. And it doesn't matter if it's, in reality, to be honest, we really don't know the percentage or the real true statistics of, the percentage of people or who does it more. It doesn't matter. The whole point is all nationalities, all races, all people around the world do it. We've done it. Some people still do it. And that's that. There's no competition. He also talked about how there's no businesses, no black businesses that, build houses in his area, or there's no black businesses who, he see working on the street and this and that. He always says he always sees Mexicans. Now, you have to also think about what you say before you say it, because it also depends on the type of area, like what area you live in. Some areas are just more prone to having Mexican people or a lot of Mexican businesses. Here in South Florida, there's some areas where there's mostly all of the businesses in that area. It's all Asian people, working. Or in another area, it's predominantly black businesses. So it all depends. You can't just pinpoint or generalize black people, saying that black people are lazy or they don't have, there aren't many black business owners. And what's so weird and at the same time crazy is that, the way he degrades, that is degrading. I don't care what nobody says. And we're not confusing what he's saying. A lot of people were saying, oh, well, that's his choice if he likes, this type of woman. And of course, we're going to get to that. He has the right to like whoever he likes. But we're talking about this particular video, these comments that he made. This is what we're talking about. There's no common sense in degrading black people when you have a whole bunch of black friends. I wouldn't be comfortable being around you. I wouldn't be comfortable considering you my bro or my sis or this and that if I know this is how you feel about black people in general. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable being around you. Like, come on, you have successful friends. You have a lot of successful YouTubers that you're around. Just people in general. You see how many successful black businesses there are, people advertising. No, they probably haven't caught their big break, but they're still striving, and you have to give credit where credit is due, because even if a person hasn't reached their potential yet, in this life, or even if they're still in college or high school, they're still striving to become great. So you have to include them in the group of successful people as well, because they are being successful. They're doing something with their lives so that they can thrive in the future. You have black people people of all races, but I'm going to specifically talk about black people because, these are the people he was addressing in his video. So you have black people who are, working towards becoming entrepreneurs. They're sacrificing time with family. It's so much that goes into being successful. It's not just about what you see financially. It's about being successful in, your spirituality, being successful aside from finances, your mental thinking, your ability to think smart, your ability to be intelligent, your ability to make it through your education, your ability to make smart decisions, to have wisdom. That's all a part of being successful. And people just generalize it as finances. You can have finances, but if you don't have the wisdom, the morals, the values, the integrity, if you don't have the ability to think outside of the box and not just base everything off of what you've experienced, but look a little deeper from the surface and see, maybe these people aren't this way or haven't achieved this because of this. Maybe they've experienced a hardship in life, so we can't just generalize everything based off of what we've experienced, because we would be looking crazy how he, pretty much is looking crazy because a lot of people aren't agreeing with what he said. Now, what I will say is this, people were saying that, he has a right to like who he likes. I guess that was another conversation that came up. But I agree, he has a right to like who he likes. I have a right to like who I like. Hell, I'm married to a successful black king. But at the end of the day, just because I prefer to date someone who's black, or he decides or prefers to date someone, like Carmen, who is, mixed or Hispanic or something, anything, regardless of what, that doesn't mean that I'm going to degrade or try to bring down the other races or nationalities, cultures. That's wrong. Nobody is more superior than the next person. Until we start thinking and seeing that, then, we're always going to have tension between each other. So, whatever message Corey was trying to convey, because like I said, I'm not the one to judge. At the end of the day, maybe he didn't mean it as he meant it. But I will say this, he did mean what he said when it came down to black people being lazy. He gave too many examples from his experience, and that's just not the case. So let's think about things in general. Let's not just make a conclusion based on our experience, but let's think outside of the box. Let's think a little deeper beyond, the surface and say, you know what? There's more to this. There's always more to something. So all in all, overall, I just want people to, regardless of race, nationality, come together and, if you see someone or you feel like this person is not as great as you are, instead of trying to, degrade them or try to make yourself look or feel more superior, why don't you share a tactic or share your experience with them to uplift them? No, it's not your job to do, but, the morals and values and integrity within yourself should give you the ammunition and, the desire to want to do that. So guys, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It says Say It Now, Say It Loud. Don't forget to subscribe. Look out for more videos, and I will see you in the next video.